spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Fresno State will kick it off and we will be underway. He'll bring it out. It's Bond. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Texas Tech's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on alert early.
The Red Raiders with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end now in motion. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the gun, running back gets the gift. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Looking downfield, it's Rivers. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Grab near the marker. It's McFarland. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. The throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got a man. It's Winston. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. Fresno State will have to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Williams will pass. Finds his tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Bond. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double.
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Red Raiders have this offense rolling.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The sure hands, it's Bond. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Williams looking for a man. Quick completion on the out route. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll give it to the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Here's the handoff. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. The option look. Now the pitch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Berry. He's going to keep it. And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it.
That could not have gone any worse. This offense set up Palmer at the 1, going the wrong direction, man.
Yeah, it's way harder to score touchdowns from this area of the field because you can't throw into the end zone so easily. That was a golden opportunity. They got to come up with something positive here.
Williams will pass. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Rush is on him. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And that's how you bail your offense out, David. In a goal-to-go situation, you've been going backwards here a little bit, but you've got a quarterback that can take the game over with his legs. Great job scrambling for the touchdown.
I mean, it's uncanny. He's just got a knack, and it's so frustrating to play defenses against guys like this. I've got the right defense dialed up. I'm there to make a play for my team, but he's too good, and he makes the guy miss, and he takes it to the end zone. This guy is just an absolute hope.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rivers. Fights off a defender. He goes out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rivers. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Rivers. Flips it out on the screen. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Fresno State right back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Winston. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Winston. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble.
Yeah, the receiver's got to do a better job at ball security.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. There he goes. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. To the air, it's Rivers. Back open in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Oh, he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Bond. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Williams looking for a man. Here's a heat. It's a fumble on the play. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Looking downfield on first down. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Fresno State right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the side.
Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's Winston. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long, and they look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The give from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Unloads quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rich. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football in the perimeter.
Back to throw. It's Rivers. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The points have been tough to come by, and they'll try to stretch this to a 2-possession game on this drive. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Red Raiders line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Running back searching for a hole. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Red Raiders are flying down the field.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Williams will pass. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes the grab. It's Sampson. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. We'll send the tight end in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going to sling it on second down. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Rivers. And it's incomplete on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed.
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep...
Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the beatdown has ensued.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Plows through the defense. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Rivers. Makes the grab. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Trying play action. Complete to the right. Oh, what a move to get open. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Back to throw, it's Rivers. Flips it out to the back. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
And And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now the play fake. Skips away from pressure. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. Lets it go to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too. Dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception.
Wide open on the right. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Scanning the field, it's Rivers. Pocket breaking down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week,